Yo, what's good, EYTBC? What's good, fight fans, boxing heads around the world? B Marsh with another boxing video. So why the WBO gotta do my man Avtandil Khurtsidze greasy like this, man? Why they gotta do this 14-year vet, a man who's paid his dues to become the number one challenger, mandatory challenger, number one contender for Billy Ho Saunders' belt, that WBO strap that he shouldn't even be holding right now, because that Arthur Avakov dude, whatever his name is, that dude beat him a few weeks ago, you know what I mean? He beat Billy Joe Saunders. But anyways, that ain't about this. This is about my man Khurtsidze right here, this Russian fighter based out of Brooklyn, New York, you know what I mean? This guy actually, man, I ain't know too much about him till one night I came home from watching, I was at that, what's that fight? I was out there at that card in DC Armory, man. Who was fighting? Luis Ortiz and Tony Thompson and what's the Brooklyn guy name? Hassan. What the fuck? Not Hassan. What the fuck is his name? Son who lost to he lost to Jesse Vargas. Saddam Ali, yeah. I was at that card, you know what I mean? Then when I came home, I went on and watched Showbox. And who do I see on Showbox? I see none other than Khurtsidze fighting a guy from Washington, D.C., from my area, from Southeast. What's his name? Antoine Douglas, a young prospect that Showbox was showcasing, you know what I mean? Well, this guy Khurtsidze, he just proceeded to beat the shit out of Antoine Douglas on that card, you know what I mean? He gave that man the business, you check it? So, my gripe with the WBO is this man earned his spot. Khurtsidze to be the number one challenger for that WBO middleweight strap that Billy Ho Saunders holds, right? All right, he been that number one. He's been given that shot since March of 2016. Now the WBO has straight up and down skipped him. They've passed over him like he doesn't even exist. And who do they install in the number one challenger? They put in none other than Canelo Alvarez, man. Man, this news right here really irks me, man, because, man, I really wanted to see the man Khurtsidze get a shot at a title, you know what I mean? The man Triple G, he's acting like this guy doesn't exist, you know what I'm saying? This guy also, he brings a lot of pressure to the table, man. He's a good fighter, in my opinion. He has a couple losses on his record, 2 losses, over 30 wins. But, no shame in his game, man. He earned his spot when he beat the man Antoine Douglas, especially coming off a short notice, you know what I mean? The man got to fight off a short notice, you know what I'm saying? And he came in there a few days before the fight, and he was given that shot at Antoine Douglas, and he handled his business, man. So to me, man, this is just a ploy by the WBO just to get money, man. You know what I'm saying? The WBO, supposedly they supposed to get 2% out of each fighter when they do a fight each fight that the WBO sanctions. They're supposed to get 2% out of the each fighter's purse, you know what I mean? So that's 4% total, you know what I mean? And we already know this guy Khurtsidze, man. He's not a guy who makes a lot of money as far as when it comes to boxing, as does Canelo Alvarez, Canoli. You know what I'm saying? So this is straight up and down a ploy by the WBO to get more money, and they really did this man greasy, man. This man has waited probably his whole life for a title shot. You know what I'm saying? The man Canoli, he's been having title shots. Even that fight with Liam Smith. I mean, what did he do to deserve that WBO shot? You know what I'm saying? The Liam Smith, that was a cherry pick in my opinion, because there's a lot of good fighters he should be fighting at 154. You know what I'm saying? Better yet, why don't you fight Golovkin, Canoli? You know what I mean? So, Khurtsidze, man, I feel sorry for my guy, you know what I mean? The WBO has definitely done him greasy, you know what I mean? And it's a damn shame, Actually, you know what they should do? They should make Canoli and Khurtsidze fight. That's actually what the WBO need to do, you know what I'm saying? And don't come and tell me that Khurtsidze don't bring no money, man. Who the hell was Liam Smith? You know what I'm saying? Liam Smith don't bring no money. And on the real, that man Canoli, he don't matter who he fight and where you put it. The man gonna bring in big numbers, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying as far as pay-per-view wise, but I'm talking about live gate. So Khurtsidze, I feel sorry for the guy. The guy's like a guy who you could tell he loves Mike Tyson, because the guy's like kind of brawler, come forward brawler. And, man, go watch that fight with Antoine Douglas, man. If I find that link on the reel, I'm going to put it in the description box so you can peep for yourselves what kind of animal this guy is, based out of Brooklyn. There's enough Russians out there, Brighton Beach out there in Brooklyn, you know what I mean? So, the man definitely has a fan base, especially if they have the fight in the Barclays or wherever, you know what I mean? Or even in MSG, you know what I'm saying? But I can't remember the last time I seen Canoli fight on the East Coast. That's probably never, to be honest, But, the WBO, this is just a tactic by them to get more money, for their sanctioning fees, you know what I mean? If they get 4% total, 2% from Billy Ho Saunders and another 2% from Canoli, then, the man is going to be, WBO is going to be pocketing a large sum of money as opposed to, and that's probably going to be over $200,000 as opposed to a fight between Billy Ho and Khurtsidze, But Khurtsidze, if I were you, I'd take the WBO. I'd sue him. I'd threaten to sue him straight up and down. The WBO, they did Miguel Berchant dirty because he's been the mandatory for that 130-pound strap since Roman Martinez had it, and Roman Martinez was ducking all around the border, not trying to fight Berchant, you know what I mean? And I don't even think the man, what's his name, Lomachenko, who's now the WBO 130-pound title holder, he doesn't want nothing with Berchant neither. That's a very dangerous fight, you know what I mean? But Miguel Berchant, right now, I'm sure he's not complaining because he got a shot at Francisco Vargas at that WBC lightweight title, So, I hope the man Khurtsidze takes these guys to court the same way, what's his name? Remember Lennox Lewis when Mike Tyson was ducking him back in '96 when he had that WBC belt, and Lennox Lewis was the mandatory for that belt and Tyson ain't want that work. Tyson sued these guys. He sued Tyson and Don King and he got $4 million, you know what I'm saying? And Mike Tyson had to drop that belt, and you already know Lewis had to fight McCall again for that, you know what I'm saying? And, the man definitely got his title, that WBC title. So, the man Khurtsidze should sue the WBO, man. It's only right. He has to. All right, B-Marsh Boxing, let me know what you think about the WBO doing Avtandil Khurtsidze Greasy. The man deserves a title shot. 14 years in the making, and this man finally gets his title shot, and they straight up and down, pull the rug from under him. They, that's disrespectful, man. So do what you got to do, Khurtsidze, and get your shot back. All right, B-Marsh Boxing, thanks for listening. Peace.